Hi there, and welcome to Module 2 of this Childcare and Eyfs online course. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain what Eyfs stands for, identify the roles and the requirements needed by an Eyfs educator, list the 2 specific areas that Eyfs focuses on for a child's early learning, highlight the Eyfs principles that practitioners must know and follow, explain to use the Eyfs framework. Explain the essential steps that help improve learning and development. Identify the main points that help close the achievement gap between disadvantaged children and others. Describe how to use the Eyfs framework at various places of education. And highlight the core principles that Eyfs professionals and practitioners must follow. So, let's get started. What is the early years foundation stage, Eyfs? Eyfs children are aged between birth and 5 years old. Eyfs stands for Early Years Foundation Stage and is the standard set for education, teaching, learning and care of 0 to 5-year-olds. It was introduced as part of the 2006 Childcare Act and must be followed by all Ofsted-registered settings and childminders. You may have been asking yourself questions like what is Eyfs? Or what age is Foundation Stage for? This might be especially true if you aren't an early years practitioner. The Eyfs sets the standards across all areas of learning and development of children up to 5 years old. The foundation stage can be found in available frameworks, such as Birth to 3 Matters, Curriculum Matters for the Foundation Stage, and National Standards for Under 8s Daycare and Childminding. All 3 above are reference documents for UK schools on which the Eyfs framework was established. You may need to get them for personal studies. They are available for free online. It is mandatory for all schools and Ofsted-registered early years providers to adhere to the Eyfs procedures. Children who successfully complete their Eyfs programs are moved to the key stage levels to continue their learning programs. The Eyfs learning areas. The Eyfs has 7 learning areas which are then divided into prime areas and specific areas. See the areas grouping highlighted as follow. Prime areas, focused on the personal, social the physical development of a child. Physical, social and emotional development. Eyfs teachers are expected to help children develop a positive sense of themselves, develop social skills and have respect for others. The result of these would be positive relationships. Physical development, helping children to develop skills that will enable them to adapt to their physical environment. Such skills to be developed includes movement, coordination and control of legs, hands, heads and other body parts. Children ought to be active and interact easily with their environments. Communication and language, this is very essential. Children need to learn how to express themselves through the use of words and other nonverbal means in their communities without causing harms. They need rich language content that will improve their confidence and communication skills. Specific areas, the primary areas that help children to learn and develop easily. Literacy, this comes first in the rank because a child must learn how to speak first before being able to add up figures or even write. Children are taught how to link sounds and letters to be able to read and write. Numeracy or mathematics, this involves helping children to improve their number skills for counting, calculating simple sums and describing shapes. Understanding the world, allowing children to make sense of their physical environments by exploring them, discovering places, people and their cultures. Expressive arts and design, this area helps the children to express their thoughts through art, music, dance, role-play and technology. It involves the development of hands-on skills and other psychomotor skills. How to help close learning or learning gaps among all children. Children don't learn at the same pace. This may be a result of some factors that hinder their learning and development processes. Eyfs practitioners are expected to ensure that no child is deprived of rich learning experiences by providing enough learning opportunities to suit the different learning styles or needs of each child. The learning gaps among the children must, therefore, be closed. This is part of the required changes in the adjusted Eyfs Framework 2021. The question then is, how can learning or achievement gaps be closed between disadvantaged children and others? Let's find out. The starting point is to assess each child at an early age through observations, from the time he or she is admitted to the school. The result of this assessment will then be used to tailor learning experiences to suit a child. Hence, There are some levels of flexibility in delivering the EYFS framework because no child must be left behind in achievements. The framework has set what a child should be able to do after going through some learning activities. Any child who defaults would then be seen as a disadvantaged child and must be sorted out by the teacher. The following suggestions will help close the identified achievement gaps between disadvantaged children and others. Set up the learning environment to suit the need of each child. Appropriate learning materials should be provided such that children could interact with them to learn. Give attention to each child and never neglect anyone. Create a stimulating and safe environment for children to continue to learn and develop. When these are adhered to, children with achievement gaps will eventually overcome their deficiencies and achieve more.